Alright YouTube, what's the story? It's Example. Welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for clicking on a video. And in today's video, pretty much all we're going to be going through is the best attackers in FIFA 22. Now you're going to be looking at these cards and they do look expensive. They are expensive. But that's where all of our coins go, is our forwards. We don't really put that much money into the defense. Nobody really wants to. So I'm not, like, these are expensive, alright? And this is something, if you can't afford right now, is something you will be able to work toward in the future. So please don't kill me. These are expensive cards, but we're always looking to get better cards. So these are some cards that you should aim toward getting, because other than maybe one or two, because these are the best cards available that, you know, are a little bit of coinage. All right. So yeah, don't kill me. But anyways, boys and girls, thanks very much for the support. Again, over to K subs. Make sure to sub if you haven't already. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And are you ready? Okay, ladies and gents, we're going to start off with the left wings. All right, so the left wings. Pretty much the first one that we have here is Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane. I'm not very good at accents. I apologize to anybody from Liverpool right now. But Mane is very good this year to a certain extent. I don't exactly enjoy him personally, but he is good, all right? I'm not going to say that he's not good. He is good. He has plenty of pace. He has very good finishing. Not great shot power, but his agility and balance and everything else there is amazing. Even his physicality is really good. So he is a very good card, all right? Don't worry about that. And he is, you know, he doesn't have the greatest of passing, but for what? I don't know how much he is now. I'd say 150 to 200k. A sick card. So make sure to pick him up if you haven't already, because he is really, really good, especially if you're looking for somebody in the 100 to 200k range. All right. And so next up we have is his left wing counterpart at Liverpool as well, Diogo Jota. Okay. This guy is actually really good. Supposedly, I've heard that he's just as good at finishing as Heung-min Son. Son is really good as well, obviously, but he's left mid, so we've left him out. But again, his stats are amazing. There's nothing there that I can fault him on. A little bit low passing. But as a finisher of the ball with very good physicality and aggression, very good acceleration, and finishing the shot power ratio is very good too. Just a really good card. I think if anybody is looking, I think he's about 400 grand, 500 grand, so he is a bit expensive, don't get me wrong. But he is a very good card if you can afford him. With the 5-star weak foot as well. It's pretty good, you know. Anyways, we'll keep on rolling. The next left winger is probably, in my opinion, the best left winger that we have in this game thus far. This card is amazing, all right? Like, think about Neymar, but better. All right, that's genuinely what I think. You can put a dead eye on him; it makes him a hell of a lot better than he is currently. Agility is 98, and I swear to God, you can really feel that in game. You really can. I think he's definitely just way above what his stats even say. He's the fastest man in the game, next to none. Not great strength, don't get me wrong, but he is a sick card, and I think you should pick him up if you haven't already, because this card is honestly that good. He is on my bench. He's probably around 400 grand at most, but if you're looking to get somebody on cam, amazing. Now, talking about Neymar, here he is, all right? Now, I don't enjoy this card. I do not enjoy Neymar, but too many people do to leave him out, all right? So, like, yeah, it's Neymar. He's really expensive. 1.4 million coins. Normal Neymar is dog. Do not get him. I don't like him. I'm not going to recommend getting him at all. But supposedly his inform does have that little bit of a step up with the extra 2 shot power, the extra 1 finishing, and blah, blah, blah. He looks good, all right? He looks decent. I hate this card, but I hate the normal one, sorry, but the inform does look good, and it's very tempting to get. Those dribbling stats are actually phenomenal, and I think I'm going to have to probably try him out at some stage, but very expensive, all right? And I know that. But hey, we'll keep on going. We're now into the right wings. I'm going to speak about the worst right wing possible to get. Well, the worst best, if that makes sense. So, like, he's definitely one of the top 4, top 5 in the games for right wings. It's Messi, all right? And he is sick. Shooting is amazing, passing, dribbling, and his acceleration. But when you're at the level that I currently play at, I feel like it's a one-trick pony for players like me. I can't really dribble that well. I'm not as good as other people. Some people are great at getting the most out of Messi, but I just can't do it. He is a very good card, don't get me wrong, and I'd probably use a hawk on him, if anything, just for more shot power, more acceleration. You know, and just because, yeah, you're wasting stats if you just put a hunter on him, if you ask me. But yeah, a hawk is good. The card is decent. It's just I feel like he's a one-trick pony with the finesse. I don't know how to get more out of the card, and that's my issue. So I'd imagine he is very good, and there's not very many right wingers to go with. So we'll move on quick. Momo Salah. Do not do the player of the month, Momo Salah. Do not do it. The 92 rated. We're gonna have another 92 Salah very soon. All right. He's going to the African Cup of Nations. We'll probably get one for that. In the league, he's scoring like no tomorrow. Like he's always around, and I just wouldn't be arsed like getting the 92. It's untradeable. You don't need to. 90 stamina, the agility and dribbling and everything is amazing. His passing is decent. His shot is very good. and very good pace as well. I think this card is honestly better than Messi's. Does it look so on face value? Probably not. But again, this card, I've tried both of them out. I think Salah actually scores more, and his pace is different than Messi's in a way where I don't feel like Salah is actually as much of a one-trick pony as Messi. I don't know what it is about Messi, but Salah is a little bit more unpredictable, even though he has the 1-star less than weak foot. It's just what I feel, all right? That's how I feel. And I'm a bit weird when it comes to players, so maybe it's my fault. But yeah, try him out if you ever get a chance. Next up, we got Rodrigo. This card is very good, all right? 4-star this year. Medium is not great, but, you know, with the jumping, stamina, you know, his dribbling in general, shooting, pace, I think he has a lot of really good stats. And obviously, if you want to play Vinicius off Chem, which is very possible, you'll be able to get a good link into Rodrigo as well. So, and obviously, when we get a flashback Dani Alves card, that'd be sick. The right mid to right back link is going to be great as well. But again, just a really good card. I think he's worth about 280k right now at most. And I think if you get him on full Chem, you know, put a hawk on him, I probably would. That means his finishing will go to 91 and his shot power to 87. I think his card is really good. Try him out if you haven't already. And I actually have invested in him, if you didn't know. And I've lost currently 40,000 coins, so that's fun. So, yeah, I'm definitely not trying to shill this card. Anyway, let's keep going. I think, is this the last right wing that we have? I think it could be. So, this is Ousmane Dembele. And I have this card. I've probably played 300 games with him so far. So, I use a catalyst on him because I don't like his passing and he's not there. I don't have him to shoot. His shot power is 93 on the get-go anyway, so I'm fine with that. But the passing isn't great, so I wanted to bump that up. And then obviously with the pace, it bumps him up to like 98 pace if Chem stills actually do what they say. Like his dribbling and stuff is fine, you know, and his stamina is awful, you know, that side of the things. But I just feel like a 5-star right winger card with a decent amount of pace, and if the chemistry styles work, it looks like a very good card. And I have him there to assist the other big boys that I use on my team, and like all the other boys that can finish. He's just there to assist. And I really like this card, I must say. People give him a lot of stick about his movement and stuff, but I think he's good. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Like, I just think he's good. A lot of people say different, but if you want to go by my word, you can use him. He's definitely usable. Is he going to stand out in the team? I don't think so. But he will definitely contribute towards the bigger players in your team, if there is any bigger, if that makes sense. So he's not a prolific player, but he's definitely a player that I wouldn't mind sticking in my team. Here we go. We're into the center forwards, ladies and gents. So this is obviously Paulo Dybala. This is probably the only cheap one I'm going to stick in here. Now, not great pace, not great physicality or stamina, but the amount of joy people get out of this card is amazing. And the man obviously has the finesse shot trait and plenty of traits there with it. And he's not the quickest man on the earth, but 88 acceleration, if you bump that up, say, with a Hunter, you know, puts him up to 95 finishing and 89 shot power, in with his 90 curve. His finesse shots are correct. And he's probably 4-star, 3-star? Yeah. But a lot of people really like this card. If you're really struggling for coins, he's probably the best cheap card you're going to get. I don't know what he's like in real life here. Will somebody comment below and let me know how Dybala's getting on in real life? Does he play football anymore? I know he got COVID like 18 times, but I actually haven't seen him like play in a while now. But I know his card is decent in FIFA, so let's move. Next up, we only have 3 in total center forwards here because there's very little to choose from. But here we are is João Felix, all right? So this card has only came out. He's very expensive. And I've also heard that he is really good at finishing as well. 5-star, 4-star, 5'11", high medium with a few traits to go with it. His card is okay. I'm hearing he's really good. I haven't tried him personally, okay? So I'm going off the basis of other people right now. But this card, it looks good. 5-star, 4-star. He has decent pace, decent shooting. You know, he has a decent amount of stats. And his dribbling is really good. That's one thing I can definitely say. And obviously, not the greatest physicality. But hey, center forwards are kind of scarce to come by, so I just try to pick the best ones possible. So if you think this one's expensive, let's move on to the boy himself, Eric Cantona, King Eric, the man I'm named after. This card I've played with, and I have such an amazing record with. I'm not on my main account at the moment. It would just be a normal account, but I've played countless amount of games with him, and he's one of my favorite cards that I've used this year. I like a big boy. He is a big boy, and even his baby is really good as well. I'm kind of torn between which one to go with, but what a card, man. I swear to God. I don't understand why people don't really get as much joy out of him as I do. I think he has everything. He has the passing, he has the dribbling, bar agility, balance perhaps, and the physical. Maybe lacks in the pace direction, but he makes up for that in his attack positioning, his finishing, his strength, his jumping, his ball control. I really like this card, and I think if you want to, you know, try this out, you really should, because this card isn't for everybody, but the only way you'll find out if you like it is if you use him. Because, you know, everybody's different, and you don't know what could actually strike well with you. And he struck well with me. So let's keep going. The first striker of our bunch is Alexander Isaac. I'm pretty sure is his name. It is indeed. 4-star, 5-star. Obviously cheap enough as well. This card is really good, and he's also 6'4", high-low work rates. He's really what you're looking for. Now, awful long pass, and don't get me wrong, but very good short pass. Very good pace, very good shooting, decent physicality, but like his size will carry him alone. So I think this card definitely should be looked at. And if he does get an upgrade with Real Sociedad, which I think he is, I could be wrong, but yeah, man, if he gets an upgrade, bro, we're looking sweet. Like an upgrade or two, he's gonna be sick, if you ask me. Yeah, I see a lot of people use him already, but he is cheap enough, probably 90k or so. So if you want to get him, do. But again, like he's big boy. I like big boys, so I stick a few big boys in. So here you go. Let's keep going. All right, the next up, we got an Irishman in this series, boys. We got Robbie Keane. Let's go. This card is amazing. The amount of good things I've heard about Robbie Keane in the first, like, what, 6-7 weeks that FIFA's been out, maybe 2 months now. The amount of good things I've heard about him is crazy. 4-star, 4-star, high medium. Doesn't have the greatest physicality, but very good stamina. And his finishing, I don't know how he's 4-star, 4-star. And of course, he has the finesse shot trait, which is exactly what we want. But his passing isn't amazing, don't get me wrong. But, you know, his finishing, his pace, his dribbling, and, you know, mediocre physical stats, a very good card for what, 400k max, I'm going to say, maybe 300. A very good card. I genuinely I think that true and true. If you haven't used this card yet, use him, because he is sick, okay? And he's Premier League, so great links as well. We move on. People are going to slag me, all right? And look, all right, we're going to talk for a sec. Do I have another one? No, I don't. This is the last of the strikers, all right? There's not very many strikers. Maybe off, you know, right wing or left wing, you can play a striker, but we're lacking. We're really in between. So I chose 3. Isaac being the cheap version, Robbie Keane being the medium, and this card right here that you're looking at is the best card in the game. Like, and there's no question. You're not allowed to chat to me, like, at all. He is the best card in the game. Nobody will tell me otherwise. He is that good. Like, I don't understand why he's that good. Maybe poster boy syndrome and that kind of thing. But, man, he does everything. He is the guy. He is the man. I just don't understand why he's that good, but I do. I look at his pace, I look at his finishing, I look at his strength. It makes sense in the end, doesn't it, really? But, again, look, if you're aiming toward any striker in your team and you're saved up currently, like, quite a bit, make sure this guy is the end goal. This guy is the man you should be aiming to get. He is that good. He is the man. Mbappe is cover star of FIFA 22. This is what everybody should be aiming to get, because he is that good. And nobody will tell me otherwise. So now, all right, that is pretty much the end of the strikers and the forwards in general. Now, ladies and gents, I understand you're probably going to go crazy at me, all right, because a lot of these cards are very expensive. But again, we put all our coins into forwards. That's what we do. We're always top heavy, because the defense, they're usually going to concede anyway. You know what I mean? Even if you have a Tapsoba or a runners up or whatever the hell it's called, Militao, it doesn't matter. You know, you're going to concede. So you're better off putting your forwards, you know, so then you can score more and outscore. That's what I do anyway. But yeah, all right, these lads are expensive, but you need to work towards something, don't you? So I give you that opportunity. You're welcome. But yes, boys and girls, that is pretty much the end of today's video. So we've done defenders, midfielders, attackers, and goalkeeper. If I missed out on anybody, do let me know, because I probably have. But lads, I've enjoyed this kind of videos. If you want to see more of it, let me know. Or if there's any other sort of video you want me to do, let me know as well. Thank you very much for watching, boys and girls. It's been Example. Good luck.